Hey, how's it going, guys?
I'm good, and you guys?
I'm fine. Just getting used to this unbearable heat.
Yeah, good guys. Yeah, man. I can't. I was just gonna speak about that. I can't remember this being so hot at this time of the year. Absolutely scorching today.
Ah, yeah, man.
You're really trying to figure out what to do with this weather. Honestly, there's not much you can do, eh?
Yeah, man, it's true. It's probably a nice day to
Yeah.
go to the beach or the pool and just do your thing.
No, 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 no. Sir. Not in this weather, man. Come on, guys. Yo, the
Oh, yeah.
sunburn. Yo, it's bad, man. It's
Yeah.
bad. I'd rather be in a pool where it's like you know completely
Mm-hmm.
enclosed. Yeah, that's a bit better
Of
than the
course, yeah.
beach where you like kind of in direct
Mm.
sunlight, so it's gonna be worse.
Yeah.
Yo,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah.
gonna be bad.
Okay, so I'll
Just
start with
stay
UV.
hydrated.
Yeah, it's true, man. Okay, UV, I'll start with you because I haven't.
Yeah, I mean, I just finished the lead up I for it,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Okay, UV, I'll. Yeah. Okay,
crazy.
UV, I'll start with you, man, because I haven't seen you for 2 weeks. I know you told me some interesting views regarding the SA20. I know you're not a fan of Keshav Maharaj of air, and you said Stoinis should be captain. So do elaborate on that.
Yeah, um, let's face it. You make some of the dumbest decisions you could ever imagine. You've got a really world-class spinner in your side, and you're bowling more overs than he is. That's dumbass to the extreme, honestly. Uh, Noor Ahmed, compared to Keshav Maharaj,
Mm-hmm.
anybody in the world is going to rate Noor ahead of him. And
Mm.
it's just dumb that he thinks he's a better bowler than Noor. And to me, he makes some really dumbass decisions. That's why Turban Super Giants are where they are right now. It's that simple.
But then it's still bizarre, though, UV, because they did so well last season. They made it to the final. So, yeah, it's quite a radical drop. And I know Paul Royals have qualified for the playoff already, which is great. Your favorite
Mm-hmm.
team, UV, is MI Cape Town. They are number two, and then followed by. Okay, Avi, I'm gonna get to you on this one because I'm so surprised our Sunrisers, who we thought we wrote them off early on in the competition, but now they're third on the table. It's now between them and MI Cape Town. Do you think who do you think is gonna get that second spot, Avi?
Oh, I mean, if you look at the way Paul is playing, and Paul, I got to give him credit here. I mean, they're doing the basics
Hmm.
so well, right? And the one thing about them, they're not being predictable like what DSG
Hmm.
has been this season. I totally agree.
Uh-oh. What did you do to Avish?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I think he must be having network issues. Shame, man. Yeah, I know he was agreeing with you, and then I think he is done a
Yeah, that's rare. So I was like waiting for that
I'm
Avi, you're
back.
back. Yeah.
one. Yay!
Yeah,
Okay, Avi.
I agree with Yuvi. I agree with
Yeah, yeah.
Yuvi. I think Keshav has been
Mm, mm,
woeful as a captain.
mm,
I this is the thing with the ownership and stuff. I'm not sure
mm,
what was the reason to give Keshav a captaincy because I think there's better leaders in that side. I mean, I know he's mentioning Stoinis, but Stoinis was away for the BBL. But I'm thinking a
mm.
guy like Klaassen, why not give
Okay.
him the captaincy? And let's see how it goes from there on.
Mm,
Because I don't
mm,
think
Or
I don't
even
think
him.
Keshav Maharaj. I don't think Keshav Maharaj is captaincy material. Let's be honest, guys. I mean, if you look at
Agree.
last game, I mean, forget about yesterday's game. If you look at the last
mhm,
game in Durban, when he could have started that game with Noor.
mm,
Noor was the one that was supposed to bowl that opening over,
mhm,
but he started off with pace, and that's where the game was lost. I mean, Paul scored like what was it, 70 was game over
Yeah.
because DSG unfortunately there's a lot of players in that side that haven't really ticked with the bat. And I was having my doubts about this guy Kane Williamson, and I just wanted to know from you guys what does he offer to this team? Because I mean, T20 is all about scoring quickly.
Mhm,
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? If he's not scoring quickly and getting himself out as well,
mhm,
what is he, what is his role in this team here? And that opening partnership has been chopping and changing. You had Parsons one game, then you had King in the other game, and then you had De Kock. I just think that whole batting line has been messed around. Quentin
Mm.
De Kock is an opener.
mhm,
You open with De Kock. I mean, I don't care who you put on the other side. You put whoever you want on the other side, but Quentin De Kock, you're not mess with Quentin De Kock's position. He is an opener. He's made himself as an opener in international cricket and franchise cricket.
Mm-hmm.
You let him open the innings because that is where he's most lethal in the power play. But if you look at DSG, they were chopping and changing things around. So I don't
mhm,
know what's going on with Kesha and his captaincy and obviously Zulu as well. I'm not sure what's going on with him, the way he's coaching the side at the moment because lots of question marks on him whether he's going to be in the job next season. But I think the side needs proper what can I say open heart surgery if they have to like really make a strong first of it next because I mean this season has been an absolute disaster. A bit disappointing because on paper they don't really have a bad side, but they just haven't played to potential. To me, personally, I think Pearl Royals have been the surprise package for me. I wasn't fancying them, but I was just saying, they do the basics so well, and their spinners have been superb, and I think their batters as well. They've all contributed when it mattered. So yeah, they deserve to be top of the log. Sunrisers, I mean, write them off at your peril. Write them off at your their side. They can bounce back, can win three or
Mm.
four in a row because they play so well
Mm.
in
Well,
in their home conditions. So yeah,
Mm. Mm.
I'm hoping
and
I'm
and, and
hoping for an
Aiden
upset
Markram,
today.
Aiden Markram, you agree with me? Yeah, I think he's a better leader than Kesha. Way better leader than
Oh,
Kesha.
easily. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm hoping it falls this today. I want Joburg to win today.
Okay, but then Avi, you didn't tell me who you think's gonna be in the finals with Paul. No, that's fine. I mean, who you think's gonna be in this? Do you think? I'm still confused about the format for the SA20. Is it like similar to IPL
It's
and
like the
everybody will have?
IPL. It's like the
Okay.
IPL. So you got
Okay.
the first two teams play each other, second and third team play each other. Winner of second and third team plays for the loser of the first one, and yeah, you know the story.
Oh, but then
Yeah,
Avi,
yeah.
tell me
So you
some.
you
But
you've got to
then
qualify your two. You've got to
okay,
qualify your two. You've got a eliminator. You've got to qualify. You've got to qualify your one, eliminator, and qualify your two. Exactly that's the IPL.
oh, but do you think?
You know what,
Okay.
Sid?
Uh huh.
You're talking about who's going to make the playoffs and stuff.
Mm, mm.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think the playoffs are wrapped up already.
Okay.
Hmm.
By
I do
PC
too.
and DSG playing as woefully as they have.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I think those two teams are out of the running now. So I
Okay.
think even though JSK haven't played their best cricket, but they threw.
Hmm.
They threw.
Hmm.
Uh, there's no chance
Am
in
I?
hell that PC, Pretoria Capitals, and DSG have a chance. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, finally, MI make the playoffs. Eh? Finally, finally, after 3 years
Yes, yes,
in
yes,
a
yes,
line, they
yes,
finally
yes.
make the playoffs.
Yeah, but you have to admit they played a lot better this year than the last 2 years, though, guys. You have to admit it. The MF played a lot better than this year.
Yep, they have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I think their selection as well has really been great. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
George Linder has been superb for them this season as well.
Excellent.
Mm.
So
Yesterday, four sixes in one over.
unbelievable, man, unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, George Linder is that guy that's knocking on the national team doorway at the moment,
Hmm.
the way he's playing.
I
So
agree. I
yeah,
agree.
he's putting pressure. And Yovi, don't you think he offers more to the team than what Ketchup would,
Oh, easily. I was just
especially with
gonna
the
say,
bat,
I think Keshav needs to
especially with the
retire
bat?
now. George Linder needs to come in. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Uh, well, anyways, SA as they usually do, they go with the
Mm-hmm.
safe option and they pick Keshav and Shamsi for the Champions Trophy. So it's gonna be interesting to
Shamsi, I
watch
can
see
understand.
what happens. But yeah, he's a wicket
Shamsi,
taker,
I can understand. Yeah, he's a wicket taker. Yeah.
Uh,
definitely. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Okay, so UV, I'll start with you. What's your thoughts been on this T20 series between India and England? Because I thought India were trying their very best of losing that second T20, but finally they got over the line, and yet India are leading 2-0 so far. So UV, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, here's the thing. Arjun Agarkar selects teams to lose, doesn't he?
Is that it?
And
Okay, okay. Oh.
so yeah, okay. Look, personally, you know my views on India right now. I think they've got a lot of really talented players in domestic setup. Um, I think too many of them are being shut out because of really poor selection. But current team that's in England, they should be able to beat England. Will they be able to beat England? I don't think so.
No, but they lead 2-0, so they should win the series eventually, whether it's 3-2 or 5-0, hopefully.
How many matches are there?
Pardon?
I
How
think
many
there's five.
matches are there?
There's
Five
five,
matches.
Yubi.
There are 5 matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
Don't be surprised if England come back with a 3-2 victory.
Wow, that's bold. Avish, do you confer with Yui on
Controversial.
this?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a bit controversial. I'm actually surprised they're playing so much of T20 cricket, man. Because T20 cricket absolutely at the moment. It's kind
Mm.
of I don't know, it's kind of meaningless to the most. What are you actually gaining from this? Because you go into a Champions Trophy. I would
Hmm.
think you want to play more ODI cricket.
50,
I'm not sure if you
yeah.
agree with me, right? Get the
Makes
likes of
sense.
Rohit, get the likes of Kohli,
Hmm.
play some ODI cricket, let him get into form,
Hmm.
going to the Champions Trophy. Now, I think they should have played more ODI cricket.
Hmm.
This T20 thing for me, I think it's a bit of a money spinner, honestly
Yeah.
speaking. Playing
Yeah, I
five
agree.
T20s and playing only three ODIs. Ah, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I can see where it's going. I mean, given the series, I think England have just been too reckless in the series with the way they batted. Uh, Even yesterday looked like a good pitch. They
Okay.
could have easily made 180, 190 just playing normal cricket, but they
Mm-hmm.
chose the reckless approach and they obviously got a score that was, I think a little bit under par, but
Mm-hmm.
they made India fight for it. It was a really good
Mm.
game in the end. A really, really good game compared to that funeral of a game, that first game. It was a really
Mm-hmm.
good game.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Gautam Gambhir, honestly speaking, guys,
Mm-hmm.
UV said, I don't think
Mm-hmm.
he's going to be judged of this series in the ODIs or the T20s. I think he's going to be judged on what happens in the Champions Trophy.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
That
agree
disagree.
is
with that.
I
Gautam
dis-
Gambhir's. That is where he's going to be judged, guys. If he has a poor Champions Trophy, oh my God,
so,
oh my God,
so I have a
there's
question.
going to be nice coming out.
Has a team for Champions Trophy been selected yet?
I think so. I think
It
so.
has.
Yeah, I think Sid's got the squad with him. Yeah.
Okay, let me
Have you
just
got the
double.
squad, sir?
I think so,
The
yes, yes.
reason I'm asking
Yeah.
is
Let me just
the
double
reason I'm
check.
asking is
Uh-huh.
does it resemble Indian squads of recent times?
Okay,
In other words, lots of pensioners and not enough
There's one
young.
big omission there, Yubi.
Who's that?
I'm gonna India
There is
champions.
one huge
Who's
omission
that?
from that squad.
Who's that?
Siraj is not there. That's for sure. I know he's not there.
Yay! Yay!
Swaraj.
I know Bumrah is there, but I also know that guy that bowled in the first Test against Australia. What's his name? What's his name? I know the one that was bowling
Agashdeep.
bounces a lot.
uh,
Yeah,
Rana.
Rana. He's there at backup for Bumrah. Yeah,
Rana.
Rana's
Well,
there.
he's got quickish pace. He's got quickish
Yeah,
pace. Yeah,
and I know
hmm
Arshdeep is there. I like Arshdeep. He's there,
he's
and
okay. Yeah.
I know Kuldeep is there. I like Kuldeep.
No
Okay, who
Mayank
else?
Omran.
Hold on. Hold on a second. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, it is. Okay, I'll tell you the squad quickly. Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Jaiswal, Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant, Hardik Pandya, Jadeja, Akshar Patel, Washington Sundar, Kuldeep Yadav, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, and Arshdeep Singh.
Pensioners. Okay, they're not going to win it.
I mean, you concur with you concur with UV on that?
Look, I'll be honest with you guys. You can't underestimate any team in this Champions Trophy. I mean, You've got Pakistan there. You've got New Zealand in that group there. Uh, I don't know if you guys want to run through the groups quickly as well, because it's quite
No,
interesting.
let's do that. Let's do that.
This
Let's do that.
Champions Trophy in terms
Oh,
of
I
the
thought we
groups.
could probably. No,
Yeah,
okay.
let's do
I
that.
thought. Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to see now. I thought we could probably do that maybe when you get closer to that, but it's fine. We can try and do that quickly. Champions Trophy. Oh, that. Yeah, that's actually on the. Oh, hold on a second. Let me see. Sorry about that. I'm trying to like get all the. Oh,
I
that's
know
fine.
South Africa is not in India's group. That I know. They're in different groups.
No, yeah. I think if India played a potential, they should
That's
get
the
through
group
that
of death.
group. But yeah, I remember
But they're
India had
both
the
groups
better.
of death. They both kind of are, in a
Not
way.
real. They're not really, and I'll tell you why. India had, if you remember this group, India is in. It reminds me of the group they were in Dubai for the T20. Then yet they lost to Pakistan first. Then they lost to New
Who's
Zealand, and pardon.
who's in India's group again?
Okay, hold on a second. Let me go to fixtures and results. Let me go to table. Okay. Oh yeah, it is. Oh sure, but how many groups are here for the Champions Trophy? I thought there's
Two.
supposed to be.
There should be.
Oh no, no, yeah, I found it. Okay, Group A has got Bangladesh, India, New Zealand, and Pakistan. Group B has got Afghanistan, Australia, England, and South Africa. So there's 8 teams for the Champions Trophy. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought there were 10.
Okay, so yet again, India have the easier group. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, yeah. We got a nasty group there. We got a
Looks easy on paper. Looks easy on paper, but I mean, you never know what can
and
happen.
if and
Yeah,
you got to
Pakistan performs to
but
capability. They could throw a few upsets. Yeah.
yeah, in fact, if I think about it, if India and Pakistan played a potential, they should both go through that group. But India has such a problem with New Zealand. If you remember, New Zealand always seemed to be a banana skin for
Mm.
India. So you could maybe have Pakistan and New Zealand going through that group, dare I say, and Gautam Gambhir he'll have to say bye-bye to his job.
And that could, yeah. I was just gonna say that could be end of Golden Gambir
That would
if
be
that was to happen.
that would be the only sad thing about it. But yeah, I guess
Uh-huh.
collateral damage.
Yeah, that's politics for you. But then, who do you think will go through in the Group B? By the way, I'm gonna be very optimistic. I'm gonna say SA and ideally I want to say SA and England because I don't want to see Australia going through. But it's probably SA and Australia.
I'm thinking Australia and Afghanistan.
Whoa, controversial. You, Avi?
Uh, my heart says SA and Afghanistan.
Uh-huh.
My heart says SA and Afghanistan, but my head says, uh, in reality, SA and Australia. Yeah,
You're gonna.
SA and Australia.
Yeah,
That group.
that's
Yeah.
what I said. Okay, fine, Yuvi. I'll start with you now. What's your thoughts been on this West Indies and Pakistan Test series? Have you enjoyed the spicy spinning pitches?
Pakistan. I asked what was Ajit Agarkar spoke. What the heck is
Mhm.
the Pakistan selection committee spoke? Seriously, seriously, no pace whatsoever. I get that they're spinning tracks, but still, this
Mhm.
was a chance to unleash your youngsters, let them get some international experience, let them build. Uh, Turning tracks, let's face it, it makes cricket a bit boring. As much as people want to say it spices things up, etc., it makes cricket a bit boring. Uh, and yeah, I guess West Indies, if there is one Asian team that struggles against spin, it's Pakistan. They don't play spin that well. So, well, it kind of makes sense.
But then, do you think West Pakistan are going to chase this mammoth 240 plus runs, or because they are like 70 something for 4? So I think they probably might end up having
I don't
a
think.
tight series.
I don't think they
Pardon?
chase it. They don't chase it.
Avi, you concur with UV?
Radical. I think really radical.
Uh-huh.
I know we spoke about it off air,
Uh-huh.
even that first test, but I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Pakistan have been so poor
Mm-hmm.
in Test cricket for so long
Mm-hmm.
that all this losing has really made them think, what do we do now? Do we start preparing these roads like we used to, and
Mm-hmm.
and end up getting draws and end up getting spanked by the better teams, or prepare these kind of wickets? So
Mm-hmm.
they live by the sword and they die by it. they got through in that first test
Yeah.
because the Windies didn't really play to the potential. But
Mm.
that is the risk that you're going to put yourself under, because if a team ends up playing to the potential, which I think the Windies have done in this game here, they really played to their potential on this kind of track, which is not an easy wicket. This
Mm.
is where Pakistan find themselves in trouble. And yeah, they are in a bit of trouble at the moment. It's 76 for 4,
Yeah.
chasing, what is it, 253,
No, no, I think it's 240.
254.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's a
No, you're right.
254.
254. Yeah, you're right. 254. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the problem. So my issue here is Pakistan's batting.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, the Pakistan batting is really poor, guys.
Mm.
Really, really poor. I mean, these you got some walking wickets there, man. And if
Mm.
the opposition end up getting their act together, this is where
Mm-hmm.
Pakistan can end up losing. And I feel they under pressure here now to get a result. And if they lose this game, going to
Mm-hmm.
be question marks on the wicket and so and so. But
Mm. Mm. Mm.
I think it's been a better wicket than the last game. I don't know if you agree with me, because you could score runs with this wicket.
Yeah. I just think
My
Pakistan. Oh, sorry. You first, UV.
no, go first. Sir. Go first.
I was just gonna say in a nutshell, if you apply yourself, even if you go at 2.5 to 3 runs, you can still make runs. It'll be boring for the crowd, but at least you'll have more days out of Test cricket. Because I do feel for the broadcasters, man, they're losing a lot of money out of these shortened matches. But you can go for it, UV.
But
Yeah.
my concern on the whole thing is Pakistan right now. We're talking about them having a really weak batting lineup.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the Pakistan teams over the years, even that team that had Waqar and Wazim in it, they weren't great batting orders, were they? Pakistan has never
Interesting.
had a great batting order. They have never had a great batting order. Their bowling has covered up for that on many
Oh,
occasions. Pakistan
interesting.
has never
Absolutely.
had a great.
Yeah. I think they haven't had players that were like absolute world class in the sense. They had good
Mhm,
players, but not world class
mhm.
level players. And it's the same
Agreed.
thing here now. But I think the betting now has gone a lot worse, to be
And I
honest.
think the fact that the bowling isn't up to that standard anymore makes it
Mm-hmm.
more obvious because they can't hang anymore.
Yeah, I mean, look, UV, Pakistan have always been a side that produces great fast bowlers. Why do you go against your strength? Fast bowling is your strength. You stick to your strengths.
Agreed. I've been
But
saying this for God knows how
you're
long.
going the complete opposite now. And you're trying to. I mean, surely you got a groundsman in Pakistan that can prepare a track that's going to suit the fast bowlers. Surely.
Mhm,
But I
mhm.
think,
Agreed.
yeah. But I think, Avi, in their defense, from what I've read, I think they're preparing that we only do fast. Oh, okay. It's done the
Mhm.
source reacting. Okay, no, it looks like Avish. Okay, get back again. Okay. Avi,
Where
what
are
were you
we?
saying?
Sorry, guys.
Where are we?
Yeah, I mean, surely, surely you can get a groundsman to prepare a track
Yeah, yeah.
to suit the fast bowlers. I mean,
Mm.
you can't tell me every single groundsman is smoking something wrong there. That they can't prepare a decent track for its fast bowlers, because this is the thing. You got Abbas that's not playing. You got Naseem Shah that's not playing. You got Haris Rao
Mhm.
that's not playing. You got Shine Shah that's not playing. I mean, these guys, if you had to put them on an overseas tour, they would play. And unfortunately they
So
can't get a game here because Pakistan are playing one pacer, medium pacer, not even an express pacer, medium pacer, and they're going all out spin.
they
Uh,
did put them on an overseas tour and they didn't play.
okay. But guys, I was saying, but if I have to say in Pakistan's defense, the coach has said that if they were playing teams that are from coming from Asia to Pakistan, they are planning to have faster tracks. I think it's only for the teams that are like from Western countries they're going to do spinning tracks, which makes sense because Western countries aren't that good against spin. It's only mostly the Asian
Mm.
countries where they'll have fast tracks. So I get it from
Uh,
that
I
point of view.
disagree. I
Pardon?
disagree.
I,
I
I,
What?
disagree.
I tend to
Pardon?
disagree. I tend to disagree with that. So I tend to
Okay.
disagree with that because I
Why?
mean, if you got a team like Australia or a team like New Zealand, or you could even put
Mhm.
SA into that mix as well, right?
Yeah.
Because
To a
Yeah.
they
degree, yeah.
perform well
To a
on the day
degree, yeah.
as well. if those teams can play to their potential and find a way to stay
Mm-hmm.
in and score decent totals,
Mm-hmm.
Pakistan are in big trouble because their batting lineup cannot get anywhere near 300 at the moment.
And
Mm-hmm.
more importantly, Pakistan do not
Yeah,
have a great spin bowler right now. They do not have a great spin bowler at the moment. Who's gonna bowl these guys out? There is no one. They've got great fast bowlers at the moment.
yeah, but this is the risk, movie. This is the risk they're trying to play by preparing these kind of radical threats because they know if they have to come up against a better team, they could get
Uh-huh.
exposed with these kind of
100%.
wickets. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
they can
I
get
agree.
exposed.
But Avi, the funny thing is there's so much time. They could go at even 2 runs and over, and they'll even probably just squeak home tomorrow, or even squeak home the following day from tomorrow. So that's the funniest story out of all
Prob-
this.
Problem
Yeah.
is
But
they can't bat that.
I mean,
They can't bat
so
that long.
Pardon? Pardon?
so,
Yeah.
we know Test cricket doesn't work like that.
I
I
know.
mean,
I know. I know. I know.
even if a team needs to make 300 in 4 days or
Hmm.
3.5 days, it's all about how you apply yourself to make those runs.
Yeah.
Because to
Yeah.
me, that 180 runs are a long, long way from Pakistan. So,
Yeah. I know. I know.
uh,
But I'm just saying,
honestly
as I told
speaking,
him.
I was
Pardon?
surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised how they capitulated in their first innings after bowling
Mm.
Windies out for 163. The way they
Yeah.
capitulated and you know, uh, uh, you know, uh, gave themselves a 9-run deficit there. I
Yeah.
think if they end up losing this game, they look
Uh-huh.
back at that first innings and see that's where they lost the game. What do you think?
I think Pakistan, in hindsight, if they lose this game, they have themselves to blame because they had West Indies at 50 something for 8 or something. Kind of reminded of the Bangladesh game, if you remember. It was like deja vu. So if
Absolutely.
Pakistan lose, I think Pakistan have themselves to blame here,
There's,
I guess. So I guess,
there,
yeah.
there's a weird
But
thought running in my mind. There's a
okay,
weird thought running in my mind.
do tell us.
Pakistan, Pakistan saying to India, anything you can do, we can do better. You guys chose a team to lose. We can lose better than you.
Hey, you're bad. You're bad, man. Although if Pakistan miraculously win tomorrow, we'll end up having the last laugh. So I hope we are proven wrong on that one. But you all are assuming it's going to be a drawn series tomorrow, guys?
I think so.
This is
Okay.
how I sum up Pakistan cricket, guys.
Okay.
Mhm.
Unpredictably
Mm-hmm.
predictable. Unpredictably predictable. So this is the
That's
Operating.
thing.
sad.
We're not expecting them to win tomorrow. They could end
Okay.
up winning. We're not
Hmm.
expecting them to beat India. We're
Hmm.
not expecting them to beat India at all in Dubai. But
Mm-hmm.
they can
Oh,
pull
I
us
am.
surprise them. That's how we do.
I am.
That's how we
I
do.
am expecting.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I love your
I am
optimism, maybe.
expecting.
Although it is.
No, I am.
Controversial.
The team you just told me that selected for India to go to their Champions Trophy, Pakistan should beat. Pakistan should beat that team.
Wow. Okay, I'm putting that on
Yeah.
record, man. I wish put that in your
Will I
memory
make
bank.
it?
I wish put that on your memory bank. Although I will say it's possible because Pakistan play well in Dubai.
I'm
But
putting it.
Pakistan do
I'm
play
putting
well in Dubai, so it wouldn't surprise me. But I hope India do win because I do feel for Gambhir in a way because he needs some wins under his belt. But let's see. Avi, I remember last week when we spoke, we didn't cover New Zealand and Sri Lanka. I know New Zealand won that series 2-1. Sri Lanka played great in that last 50 over match. What were your thoughts, man?
Yeah, I think a bit too late, hey. I think they had their
Hmm.
chances, especially in that
Hmm.
T20 series. But I mean, some I don't want to call it, man. Some brainless
Yeah.
cricket from them, and they didn't capitalize on the chances. But yeah, Sri Lanka, looking at this, looking at their growth, I think they've kind of taken a bit of a dip now in terms of their performances. I mean, they were doing quite
Mm-hmm.
well until they got shot out for
Mm-hmm.
42 in
Mm-hmm.
Durban in that first test, and then it's been a bit of a downward spiral for them from then on. But I think they're still a work in progress. So you're going to get these inconsistent performances from
I'm
them.
gonna come back.
But they got a good coach.
I'm
Oh,
gonna come
uh-huh.
to a controversial statement, Jack. You've
Okay.
got two guys who have a very awkward
Sure.
bowling action.
Uh-huh.
Patirana is one of them, right? Similar to
Okay.
Malinga. And then you've
Okay.
got young Malinga who's playing in the SA20 right now,
Mm-hmm.
who
Emalinga.
also has a similar action. Why are these
Yeah.
guys not being selected to play for the national squad? I don't get it.
Good. Good question.
I don't get it. And they're both quick. They're not fast, but they're both quick.
And those are both good Yorkers. So yeah.
South Asian,
Hmm.
South Asian politics, guys. South Asian
There we
politics.
go.
Yeah, man. The joy of Asian politics, man. I just noticed here for the
South
yeah, I
Asian
just
politics.
noticed
Hmm?
here for the Champions Trophy, Sri Lanka aren't in any of these tables. Did Sri Lanka not make the Champions Trophy? Hare Bapre. Even West
No, they
Indies are
are in
not
one
there.
of them. They are
No,
in
they
one.
did
Pardon?
not. They did not.
I don't see it.
They're not.
They did not.
No. The first group is.
No, because they finished outside the top eight in the World Cup,
Oh
guys.
yeah.
So that's why they
Yeah.
didn't
World
qualify.
Cup
Oh
qualified.
shit.
And even West
Yeah.
Indies are not there.
Uh,
That's a sad. That's such an indictment on
that's
cricket.
very sad.
No West
That's
Indies.
very sad.
Yeah, but West Indies have themselves to blame though for that. But okay, we'll cover the last segment for today. I'll start with you, Avi. What's your thoughts on Australia playing against Sri Lanka? I know it's a pointless one because but I'm kind of fascinated to see how. Hope it'll be fun if Sri Lanka do beat Australia 2-0. Kind of give them a bit of a down to earth reality. What's your thoughts on that, Avish?
Yeah, it's as you said, it's so disappointing that the series could have actually, counted for something. But unfortunately, it's a dead rubber. But yeah, uh, this could be a very interesting series in terms of
Mm-hmm.
what kind of pitches Sri Lanka do kind of provide for Australia. But I think being the home team,
Yeah.
all out spin in
Yeah.
Gulf,
Hmm.
rank turners. Let's see how Australia handle that.
Mhm.
Let's see how Australia handle that. It's gonna be
Yeah, I
interesting.
think if I can remember, let me quickly check the itinerary. I don't know if it's only two test matches quickly.
I'd
Okay.
actually be more interested in the squads.
Okay. Let me see. Let
Yeah.
me see. Yeah, okay, just hold on a second. Let's see. Okay, they're playing two test matches and two ODI. So I'm gonna okay, squads. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, let's go look at squads quickly. Okay, you wanna look at the Australian squad, Juvi?
Yes, please.
Okay, Australian squad is Stephen Smith, Travis Head, Alex Carey, Josh Inglis, Kawaja, Constas, Labuschagne, Sean Abbott, Cooper Connolly, Nathan Sweeney, Bew Webster,
Cooper
Bew
Conley, yeah.
Webster, Boland, Quinneman, Nathan Lyon, Todd Murphy, and Stock.
Hmm. They really haven't gone out with too much risk, have they? That's sad. No. If they go the route Avish said and rank turners, this Australian team loses. Yeah.
By how much? 2-0?
Yeah, probably.
Avi, you concur with UV on that one?
Yeah, I think so. Because let's be honest, some of these players are actually embarking on their first tour to Sri
Mm-hmm.
Lanka. So this is going to be a tough
Mm-hmm.
one. This is going to be a tough one. And if Sri Lanka prepare the kind of pitches I think they are going to
Mm-hmm.
prepare,
Mhm.
it's going to be a tough one for Australia. Tough one.
It is.
It's such a shame though that the Australia India series wasn't a draw because that would have really been nice for India to, I mean, Sri Lanka to have done India a favor and then that would have been a nice 2-0. India got out of jail thanks to Sri Lanka and then, oh well.
Some
It's,
some people might
it's,
say
pardon?
some people might say it's such a
You know who I blame here?
some people might say it's such a shame South Africa won the series against Pakistan.
Why? You're naughty. No, but they say deserve that series. They played well. They took advantage of the opportunities. Pakistan had
They
the
took
opportunity.
advantage of a idiotic selection by Pakistan, yeah. But you don't blame SA for that. They played what
Yeah,
was
yeah,
in front of them and they won
yeah,
well. They played what was in front of them and they won well. Give them that.
yeah, yeah. But at least, Avi, I remember me and you predicted an East Australia final for that, so I was quite happy we got that prediction right. If you remember, Avi.
Yeah, we did. But you know what would have been interesting, sir? If this Sri Lanka and Australia series was before the BGT, that would have been really
Ooh,
interesting.
yummy. That would have been interesting because it could have either been 1-1 or it could have either been 2-0 to Sri Lanka. But anyway, yeah, I want you to pardon.
I, 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 I think five tests was one too many for India,
Hmm.
Mhm.
especially with the squad
I
that they
agree.
picked. So form. Yeah, one too many tests for Australia, for India and Australia. So if there's any team that's going to run away with the series, it's going to be Australia. So prediction was right. But I wasn't predicting how poorly India were going to play in that series with the bat especially.
I was.
So yeah, that was a big surprise for me too.
Your
Because there's
optimism is
one
so
team
delightful.
that was fronting up to Australia in the last couple of years was India. Was India.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
anyways, it is what it is, eh? I mean, Australia could only play what's in front of them, and
yeah.
Agreed.
it's kind of like Bumrah versus Australia. That's what it was. Bumrah
I agree.
It
versus
was.
Australia.
It was.
That's what that series was.
It was.
Okay, Yuvi, I wanted to get your quick two thoughts on something. I remember I got it from Avi a couple of weeks ago. What's your thoughts quickly, Yuvi, on the two-tier system of Test cricket? Do you like it, or do you think it's bonkers?
I think it's great. I think it's a great idea. I think
Okay.
it's a great idea. You're including teams that are on a similar level, so they've got a better chance of amassing victories, that sort of thing, instead of having them play teams far above them. And yeah, I think that would be great. And then you could find teams stepping up from that to the next level, which is a great thing. And it might not seem ideal at the outset, but I think in time you'll find that it's actually something that's very beneficial to the smaller teams.
But then the problem with the smaller team, they kind of need India to come and tour them for them to still stay afloat. So I guess that's where the flaw comes in. But I do see the pros and cons of it. So I'm kind of like, but I was thinking of an idea. Why don't the smaller teams come as part of they could come as warm-up teams? Like for example, if you had like India playing, let's say Australia, Afghanistan could come and then play Australia the warm-up game. Although for Afghanistan it would be a proper game because they could probably be part of the Test Championship in a way. Although they'll be playing like one-off matches, so they'll probably play what 5 matches in a year, if you know what I mean, Avish.
I hear what you're saying, but I kind of look at it and I still think like Afghanistan having to play Australia too many times, not really.
No. I was thinking Afghanistan would be like a warm-up team for Australia before Australia plays India. I was thinking Afghanistan could be like a warm-up team for certain series, depending on where in Asia, and then Ireland. The same thing would apply to Ireland if they were playing in
But
West.
but but
Pardon?
but then the other thing is you've got to look at Afghanistan and India. They're not similar teams.
Of course.
They're in no way
I
similar
know.
teams.
I know.
Yeah.
But sometimes I thought Afghanistan would be like a warm-up team for Australia before Australia plays India. I don't know if you concur with that idea, Avi. Like Ireland and Afghanistan could be like warm-up teams before the main matches happen. Oh, Avish, are you there?
Your turn, Avish. Why do you keep doing this to Avish?
Sorry, man. I can hear you guys now. Sorry, you were saying, Sid?
No. I was discussing with UV is that like when certain series happen, like for example, I think like when Australia tours India, I think Afghanistan could be like a warm-up team at the way of them getting more matches as part of if they were if they were going to be part of this championship, they could be as a warm-up team, even though for Afghanistan really like a proper match. They could play Australia as a warm-up match before Australia plays India and all that. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you my summary of this, and I've got to run. Sorry, guys. My earplugs need some charging. But yeah, I tend to agree with UV there, man. I wasn't in favor of it, but I think now that two-tier system is perfect because you got teams that are on a same kind of even keel, and there is some jeopardy for the big teams as well. If you don't perform, you get dropped to the second tier. So you got to stay consistent. So you can't be like England now. 22 matches, won 11, lost 11, and stay in that first tier. If you don't perform well, you get dropped to the second tier. And if you perform well in that second tier, you move up to the first tier. So I think, it's not ideal, but it's going to make sense in time. So it could be a great thing for the test game. Kind of rejuvenates the test game in a way.
It could bridge that gap somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, let's be honest, guys. The Windies, Bangladesh, even Sri Lanka to an extent.
Mhm.
I mean, at the moment, it's hard to make a case for them to be in tier one.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah, I guess the only problem is for the lower teams, they
Yeah.
kind of, I think they're probably going to give up on Test cricket because I don't think they'll have the finances to fund Test cricket. So that's going to be the only flaw. But hopefully they find a solution around it. That's the only thing.
I'm sure they'll come up with something.
Yeah, no,
I'm sure
absolutely.
they'll come up with
Yeah, I
something.
think financially, that's where the ICC comes into it. They need to be able to give these teams, enough kind of revenue to actually help them to, be able to host these test matches. Because, test matches are quite expensive as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the most important thing. But yeah, it could work, eh? It could work.
I hope so.
Mhm.
I mean, the top 6 teams are going to be playing each other more often. That the quality of cricket will improve, eh?
100%.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Avish, what was the other?
Yeah.
What was the other talking point I did with you when you wasn't there? What was the other talking point we did besides the two-tier system? What was the other one we did? Trying to remember now. I'm trying to remember what was that other talking point we did. Damn it! Trying to remember now. What was that talking point we did? It's no okay. It's not major right now. I'll probably. But Yuvi, any other is a issue you want to bring up, or are we good?
Oh, I just want to comment a bit on one of DK's comments.
Mm-hmm.
SA20 is now the second best league in the world. No, I think IPL is still the second best league in the world.
So we used to. Oh yeah, I remember you like the BBL first, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. So okay, that's interesting. I don't think the Indian fans are gonna love you, Yuvi, after they watch our chat right now. They're probably gonna
Don't
think, "What
give
the
her
hell
a
are you?"
chance. Don't give her a chance.
That's what I like about you, Yuvi. You don't give a rat's ass. You say it as it is. I like it. So Avi, so do you still stick to IPL being number one league, followed by SA20, right?
To me, the IPL is the best league in the world,
I
guys.
have to concur with you on that one.
I'd say
It's the
on.
best league in the world
I'd
because I
say,
mean,
Mhm.
this is why the IPL is the best league in the
Okay.
world. It's not because you've got Indian players playing against Indian players.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Indian players playing against some of the best players in the world
Mm-hmm.
at that time.
Yeah.
That's a calendar
Yeah.
set up primarily for the IPL.
Mm.
So you're seeing the best players in the world playing against each
Mm.
other. So you can't beat that kind of excitement, man. Come on.
no,
I mean, the BBL, the SA20 are fun,
I,
but
I actually
it's
think
not going to come anywhere close to the IPL.
I actually still say you guys need to watch a season of PBL. I think it's way better than IPL.
I
I
have to
think it is.
concur. I have to confess, I don't watch BBL much. I've only started following SA20 by catch up. I don't have patience for watching even a whole T20 match, so I just go by catch up a lot.
Honestly speaking, I like this season of SA20. It's been exciting, but I still wouldn't put it in the top 10.
Interesting. 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 Okay, Avi, is there anything you want to add? Oh,
Cheers, guys.
okay. Cheers, Avi. Cheers, UV.
Enjoy.
Okay.
May
Cheers,
Dev
UV.
bring us through exceptionally well and may drop everybody off.
I need to go have another shower, Yuvi. I don't know about you.
I'm going to gym now, so I'm going to shower there.
Yeah, man. That's okay.
Okay, cheers,
Cheers,
man.
guys.
Enjoy. Ciao.